And welcome back to episode 2 of Dots and Lines. I fucked up the first intro so bad, I'm not going to try too hard.
You did.
So, I'm Grayson Red. To the other side of me, Mr. Sniffles. Introduce yourself real quick.
Desmond. My name is Desmond. Mr. Sniffles is my superhero name. I'm a big anime enthusiast, kind of newbie to comics. That's what Justin says, newbie. I don't really like that word, but it is what it is.
It beats Normie. And you, Mr. Phil?
Philip McConnell, your friendly neighborhood Renaissance man. Yo.
Again, my name's Grayson Red. I'm a big dweeb. We have a lot of things we want to talk about today, and I want to get straight to the shits because Darkseid's watching.
Ooh.
Sounds
and
good.
you know who else might come through and from another universe to maybe fuck up his day?
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man would get folded by Darkseid.
He get put in a lawn chair in a hurricane. What the fuck?
Leave my sweet metropolitan boy alone. That's right.
I'm sure
We're talking about the crossover, guys. It has been literally over 20 years, and DC and Marvel are crossing over again. And
these young niggas.
I'm not gonna finish that, but yeah, shout Kevin Garnett. Listen. No, in all seriousness, it's been 20 plus years. It was 2003 when DC and Marvel did a crossover, like line in, and I know it's been over 20 years, 2003, and it comes out of nowhere. And I thought it was never going to happen. And I'll tell you right now, I'm one of the dweebs that have been like locked in on this for years. Like they've thrown little Easter eggs of things that could possibly be, thrown little Easter eggs about, what's on the other side of the source wall, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the secret crisis. But it's actually happening. At a recent event for comic book retailers, basically the head of Marvel Publishing and the head of DC Publishing came together and said, we're releasing this book, and it's coming out by the end of the fucking year.
Let's go.
I don't think you guys understand how fucking massive this is.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna have go ahead.
Like around summer or fall?
We're hoping. We don't know yet. But usually a comic book takes anywhere between a month to 3 months to publish. For something this big, you expect it to be extra pages. There's usually about 22 pages in a comic book. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure it's going to have at least more than 22, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be 2 one-shots, the Marvel and DC, and the DC and Marvel.
Okay.
I think they're probably going to be expecting tie-ins from the books too.
We don't know that, and the way that they're talking, I don't know if I expect that. They said it's going to be 2 one-shot comics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One where Marvel gets top billing, one where DC gets top billing. Now, quick analytic lesson. Since the pandemic, when the pandemic actually hit, comic book sales went way the fuck up. We're talking skyrocketed. They were hovering between like 1 and 1.5 billion in revenue or profit a year, either or, to like over 2 billion. So they damn near doubled, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pandemic has cooled off. They've slowly gone down to normal. They're still selling more than they did in 2020, but it's a dramatic difference between like 2021, 2022 to now. So I think they're trying to rev up even more, more buzz and get more people in the comic book store, which is funny because comic books are the best they've been in like a decade and some change, whatever. And I think this is the best way to do it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that everyone wants to see like Batman and Spider-Man fight together, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah. That's.
I'm just saying, like, I'm really hyped for this because, like, I know I make fun, like, I'm funny, normie and everything, but I like the fact that like something big like this can get like a normie or someone that's not involved in comics to read or ask me a question or be like, yo, where can I go? Because that's how I got into comics. Like a big crossover event, Avengers vs. X-Men was the first comic book that I bought. I was like 19 years old, and I basically never stopped going to comic book stores since.
Yeah, I think with the bigger events, especially with stuff like this, well, one, comic book movies are in a place where they are kind of like waning down to a degree, and there's a bunch of criticism surrounding it. So I think with Kevin Feige being a nerd and James Gunn being a nerd, they're realizing like, okay, cool. If we drum up not fan service, but if we drum up attention through the original thing, then that'll get people back on our side. Because right now, a lot of people don't trust comic book movies. Whereas the comic book fans, we've been here, but they don't trust it. They don't trust the movies anymore. So it's like one hand washing the other.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do want to say this, though. I know Kevin Feige technically runs all of Marvel, like all the way down to the comics or whatever. Mm-hmm. James Gunn, like he shows love, he shouts out or whatever, but he doesn't run anything in the comic book division.
Yeah.
If anything, he's like, what was up?
I said he's got pull for sure, though.
Of course, he's got pull. Like when you run $1 billion franchise, like yeah, of course. But I don't think I think he hopes to get people in comic book stores, but I don't think he's actively strategizing how to get people in. I don't think any of this came from James Gunn, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, but it is $1 billion industry.
Yeah, people forget that. People like talk shit about comics all the time, but at the end of the day, as a whole, the comic book industry, which DC owns like or runs like 33% of the market, and Marvel runs like 50% of the market, like it brings in over $1 billion. That is something that someone will keep tabs of and try to keep going.
Exactly, and especially with the way that like movies and shit work, like there's some dude out there in the room that's like, all right, if we move the one here and we do this number over here, then that'll give us a half an extra point over here type shit.
Possible. Yeah, it's more than possible. Marketing is really a thing. It's absolutely a thing.
Solo leveling the marketing. I like that. I'm just confused at how it is that you're gonna tell a story in 2 one-shots. I imagine the crossover in 2003 it spanned more than just
it was a series
those two. Yeah, it had to have been multiple for the story.
What I think might be happening is like it's kind of like remember when like Drake accidentally released those songs that he wasn't supposed to release because he didn't have clearance to do it, but he did it anyway to kind of test the water.
Yeah.
Then they went double cardboard and nobody was looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes people will drop things in an effort to see what the reaction is going to be, because they drop it and it does absolute gangbusters on social media and sells the fuck out. Of course they're going to do more of it. They wouldn't just stop at the one. Not to say they're going to do like a full like run or like a summer event or something like that, but they will make at least 2 more books if it makes money. Because even though it's like a lot of people are in it for the art, they still looking after their bottom dollar.
No, it's not a lot of people. It's everybody. No, listen, no company. Don't go get twisted up. These are corporations.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers isn't gonna let fucking DC split money with Marvel and then possibly waste it just for art, bro. Like this is all like they're aggregating a certain amount of money that should be coming in. Period. You're totally right.
Yeah. But ultimately, I'm excited for it. It's been a long time. The thing that we're going to get a lot of is Hulk versus Superman, Superman versus Thor, Spider-Man v. Batman, Captain America v. Like, these are the questions that people are going to ask.
And those questions are great for people that don't read comics and just want to like whack off to 2 people fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
And don't listen. I'm spanking, okay? I'm splurging all over the plate here, okay? I'm excited. All right, don't get it twisted.
Not the pages stuck together.
Well, not my copy, because I'm going to seal it and make sure it's signed by several artists. I would never disrespect my copy. Maybe someone else's. But I really just want to see like some of my favorite artists draw some shit that I know they would never be able to legally draw. Like Dan Moore, who works for DC. And I mean, I doubt they're going to let him leave DC anytime soon. He released a picture recently where Spider-Man and Batman were just chilling, like, and it was so majestic.
Oh,
you don't get to see, it's so cool. I'm gonna have to send you guys the image.
Yeah,
he posted it with no words or anything right after the news came out. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be so crazy.
It's a thing that we see that with manga artists though. They'll draw
all the time. Oda drawing, Deku and things like that.
No. I mean, like they'll draw comic book art. Like they'll draw like Spider-Man and stuff. I forgot who. I think it was Gege or somebody.
Yusuke Murata did it too.
They recently drew like Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, and all them. And Oda drew Tony Stark at one time. So it's
like, I think Horikoshi has drawn.
Horikoshi has drawn a couple.
Yeah, but like that's the only place where we see that cross pollination.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what Marvel and DC does out of this, because it has a chance to be really, really good or be really, really bad.
I don't see it flopping.
It's not gonna be whether it's terrible or not. It's not gonna flop.
No, I don't think it's gonna flop. But I mean, like the long term of it, because I just want to point out they announced the first Justice League movie and the first Avengers movie at the same time when I was in middle school, and here we are.
Right. I definitely feel like it's gonna be different. Comics as a medium is just so much more different than a lot of others because everything is so much more close knit. Like it's not like back in the day where like a lot of artists and writers from one side didn't mess with the other. Like all these guys are friends, or in social media talk to each other. Like you go to cons and they're literally sitting at the same table chatting it up. Like
it was gangbanging back in the day.
Kind of.
Maybe it's because they're not slaving, but we'll say that for a later topic.
But like, I'm sure if they got the okay for this, that there had to be a lot of things checked down the list before they can start doing concept art for this.
Yeah.
So I think they're really gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or not, whatever, that's subjective. I don't care. I'm here for the spectacle. When this came out originally, 2003, bro. What was I? Fucking 11. I was fucking 11 years old. I wasn't even into comic books. We've all seen that image of like fucking Superman holding Captain America's shield in Mjolnir. I want a moment like that again for me. With like modern art for my favorite artists.
Yeah. And he could lift the hammer.
Listen.
he's not worthy to me, but that's just hate. That's hate.
Super hate.
The literal blue motherfucking Boy Scout. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's well worthy. I'm glazing. I don't care. Superman's a goat.
Yeah. The fuck? What are you talking about?
Listen, you got me fucked up. You think Superman not gonna be able to lift that hammer?
Yeah.
Smash it through Earth. What?
Everybody dies.
I don't get. Yeah, and I still love him. It's my dog.
Yeah, facts. He had to do it.
He had to do it.
Sometimes you gotta break some eggs and make an omelet type shit, No,
but I'm really excited for this. The fucking 15-year-old in me has so many things I want to see. Like I do want to see Miles Morales interact with some of DC superheroes.
I want to see Doctor Strange and Green Lantern. That's one that's left field.
I was gonna ask like pair ups. Who do you want to see paired up?
Yeah, Green Lantern and Doctor Strange. That I don't even know how that came to mind, but
yeah,
those powers I want to see them mix up.
I want to see Storm and Vixen have a twerk off.
Okay. We're cooking.
Family.
Black Cat, Selena Kyle.
I need to see them titties for justice.
Crazy. Backtrack. Okay. Yeah, so if I had to pick two, honestly, I'm thinking two villains. Give me Green Goblin. Give me Green Goblin and like Bane or something. Just a crazy mashup. Like,
oh yeah.
Or Green Goblin and who else? Who else is comparable to Green Goblin? Like who's like Green Goblin and a fucking Joker. Joker on a glider.
That'd be nasty work. That'd be nasty work.
Joker on a glider is crazy, dog. And
imagine spinning the block in midair.
Yo, yeah. Just he don't even drop the bombs. The glider just shoots out Joker gas. Holds the whole block going. Whole city street going, dog. Batman and Spider-Man team up now. Or the Bat family and the Spider family. Because I think those are the only people who like really like comparable families. Because
most you can have the Revenge Hate Squad. You can have Reverse Flash and Dr. Doom.
Number one haters right there. Number one haters right there.
A1 haters.
Yeah, A1 haters. Dr. Doom hates so much that he saw a perfect version of himself and was like, but you're weak, you're too nice. And then killed his universe. Just hating to a degree. Kendrick levels of hate.
Yeah. I hate the way that we walk, the way that you talk.
Yeah.
I hate the way that you dress.
Yeah, let me address your dad personally. Your son's a disappointment. Like, what? Why did you say that?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for this.
He's just rapping. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Oh my god, Dr. Doom and motherfucking who do we say? Dr. Doom and who?
A Reverse Flash.
Dr. Doom and Reverse Flash would be nasty work. Nasty. All right.
I just want to see real quick. I just want to see Dick Grayson and Miles Morales.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, or Signal. He gets there and he's like, "Oh, it's a brother."
Yeah, that would be him. Like,
yeah,
my dog.
Like, oh, my dog, and then they do like an epic dap because that's the only way that happens.
Fun fact, you know that in the first issue of the new Captain America series, he was doing something with Steve Rogers, and he had Sam Wilson had his niece with him, and they had to go somewhere. And Cap was like, "Okay, I'll let you guys go." He was like, "No, I think you're gonna like this." And they go to a literal cookout with nothing but Negroes.
Cap will be at the cookout, but
real quick, who is Signal? What is that? Like a Flash person?
Batman.
Well, actually,
so he's part of the Bat family, but he's not
a black person in the Bat family.
Yeah, there's two.
Okay, Bruce.
Well, he's not a Robin, which is, I guess.
What does he do?
He has electric powers.
No, he doesn't.
As all black.
Hold on, wait.
He does. We need to look at that. The yellow indicates some type of electricity.
Justin, what are his powers?
He sees patterns in the air that relate to magnetic waves.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's electricity with less steps.
They need to write us better than that.
It's less cool. It's dyed electricity powers.
Naruto, every medium, manga and comics. Why is it always electricity, bro? Why? We gotta address this.
Because niggas are electrifying.
Because they heard the song The Electric Slide and was like, yep.
Boogie woogie.
That's why. But yeah, 100%. But like, yeah, Signal is part of the Bat family. He's like adjacent to the Bat family. There's a bunch of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I have his. I used to have his first appearance, and he also becomes. There's a future timeline where he is a Robin who's buff as hell with a motorcycle and dreads. It's my dog. I still own that comic.
Yeah, and then there's Lucius Fox's son Zach Fox. I want to say.
Well, there's Jace Fox. Which is his Asian, half Asian baby. That's the one that becomes Batman. And then there's Luke Fox, who's Batwoman.
Yeah. So,
anyway, we're getting to the weeds real quick. I'm excited. Can't wait. Suck my dictators. Let's get to the next topic, though. Speaking of epic stuff from Marvel, that new Daredevil trailer.
Yeah. It's getting there. It made me excited for Daredevil again. I'm not gonna hold you.
We were talking before we recorded, and we all saw the trailer. What storyline do you think this is going to come from, Phil? Because I have some ideas.
So I think after the Dark Dome City John happened over New York, and Fisk was like taking care of people when he became mayor, and then put in the law of like when he was running against Luke Cage, and he was like no more superheroes type shit. He put a ban on superheroes again. I think it's gonna take elements from that, and I think we may get that like as a mid-season twist. Like he'll be running throughout the season, and then he'll get it, and then his first like executive order almost will be like no more mass heroes, and then we get the rest of the Defenders come back in.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
Yeah, because I think that would be a good way to introduce them. Because we know Daredevil's canon, but we don't know Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, or like the other ones.
Iron Fist.
Shout out to white boy Iron Fist. Cultural appropriation at its finest.
Hey, bro.
Disney,
yeah. Shout out to that. I mean, he is white in he is white in the comics, but whatever. Just still, I have my issues, but that's a whole other thing.
Let the whites be great, man. You know, you got Mac McClung winning dunk contest. You got Cooper DeJean getting pick sixes.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Macklemore.
No. Mac McClung, sir, the 3-time dunk contest champion. The whites are winning right now. They're on a run.
Don't feel right.
Cracker with an AR, like he's shooting
schools up.
Listen, that's the hardest opening bar for a white man. Anyway.
I'm on a run right now, but I don't know. Exciting whites.
That's fair. But yeah, all in all, I feel like it's going to take elements from that. And because they said it's going to be a bunch of like twists and turns and shit, I feel like we're going to get the Defenders and we're going to get Punisher back as well.
Punisher, yeah, we are getting Punisher back. He's in the trailer looking grizzled and ready to shoot. Did you guys peep the Punisher tattoos on people's necks?
Yeah.
He brands people.
I don't think he's doing it. I think it's kind of like art imitating life and how there's sycophants who kind of don't understand the Punisher.
Hilarious.
But like branding themselves with Punisher gear, not realizing they're becoming the type of people that Punisher would definitely kill in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I hope and I pray that Disney does not do the thing that they always do, where it's like we're talking about a thing, but we're going to tiptoe around the thing.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about police masquerading and wearing the Punisher skull, which is the most ironic
shit in the world.
Yeah, it's like the call is coming from inside the house. What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. So I hope we get that commentary and we get that conversation, because if we don't, there's no point in putting it in unless you address it, because that's not a thing you can tiptoe around. You got to either say it with your chest or don't say it at all.
I think they will, because I think we talked about this before. Like the best part of Falcon and Winter Soldier is when they just had a straight up conversation about being black and representing America. Like, and they just said it with Isaiah Bradley and Sam Wilson. Like, I think they have more leeway on Disney Plus, maybe because they don't have as many investors worried about like distribution over like a whole bunch of.
It's not a silver screens.
Yeah. I think they're going to talk about that a little bit, but I also feel like we're just going to get a really good story about Matt, because
really good lawyer,
being a good lawyer, but spoilers. The whole storyline where this starts from comes from Chip Zdarsky. Matt kills somebody, and he really has to atone to that through a whole bunch of shit. He becomes kind of suicidal. He's popping some more pills to deal with pain, and he's trying to do extra lawyer work for the family of the person that he killed. It sent him down a spiral, and I think it's just going to be, to me, I haven't seen anything but the trailer. I think it's going to be a long story about like self-forgiveness and learning not to hate yourself. That's, to me, that's what the Born Again would mean, because we already used the Born Again storyline in the last season of, Daredevil.
Yeah. The thing I would absolutely love, and I know that this is an absolute stretch, is if he becomes the demon of the hand. If that happens, and that's how the season ends, is with him becoming like the demon of the hand, and then the Defenders plus the Punisher has to like stop him.
You like that storyline?
I felt like it's a subvert. So I like stories that subvert the general nature of the character.
For those who don't know, this is Daredevil Shadowland, correct?
Yes, yeah. Where he took over fucking Hell's Kitchen with an army of immortal ninjas, which is like, I feel, and my thing is with that is like, one, it's a complete 180 of his character, because he literally becomes a demon, and his whole thing is mirrored in Catholicism. So I feel like if we were to get that, that would not only be good characterization with him going through a redemption arc and then still just losing himself towards the end. And then that gives a clear setup for next season, but I don't make enough money.
You know what I love about comic books? I love how we were talking about this deep, really wrenching story about a person dealing with a sin that they committed and how it messes with their morals. And on that very same spectrum, for that very same character, within basically a decade or two, we're talking about how he became a fucking literal demon who took over a whole town. I like that. I love that. I love that about
them. 5 years of each other. Those stories were not that far apart.
They were fairly far apart.
Not 10 years.
I think it was 10 years. I could double check that, but regardless, it was within recent memory.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we've got that much fucking range. Shout out to comic books.
Duality.
But like ethics and like philosophy, I feel like that's like the second best part of comics. Like I was kind of catching up on Invincible, and the young bull, he was just too overpowered, and like, hey, why is it a problem that I'm taking out these people? Like, they're no longer a threat. I'm like, hey, but morally, you don't
feel everybody got a problem with?
Luckily his mother put some, motherly morality in his genetic pool, because obviously the dad doesn't have that either. But
Joker has killed hundreds of thousands of. Joker is single-handedly responsible for reducing the population of Gotham.
Yeah,
every time he gets out.
It's just I like the philosophy of the ethics of it all, like just the battling of it, because he's young, he's a kid, he's got all his power, so he's like, why can't I use it for that? So
why can't I just smash his head? What do you mean?
Yeah, what you mean, bro?
He's going. He does not commit more crime.
Yeah, Mark's about to go through his own shit too. But
just wait. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Hey, we are going to talk about Invincible soon, because man, this season's been great. This season's been really fun.
I'm excited for it, honestly.
Yeah. And shout out to them for not making us wait like 2 fucking years for one season.
Again.
Yeah, shout out to them for just like season 2 came out last year. This year we're getting season 3. Good.
Yeah. Animation is expensive, dog.
Yeah.
Here's another for sure. But also these goddamn Asian companies, these Koreans and stuff, like when you're not American, like they put you to the back burner. Like they make you wait. They'll like, you ever been to like a barbershop, a Dominican barbershop, and you have an appointment at 4, and they're like, yeah, Poppy, go ahead. And then one of the homeboys come through and they're like, just 20 more minutes, Poppy. And then another dude comes in, 20 more minutes, and you end up waiting an hour and a half for something you waited for, like for 4 o'clock for, bro. And you had your appointment time. They're just letting your homeboys get on top. That's what they do over there.
The government, and now I'm getting all this shit shut down.
Yeah, oh shit.
It take a while to put them slits in them eyebrows, bro.
Shout out to
yeah, American. I don't know if this is still going on for sure, but it's notorious that American like properties get shafted or get waitlisted, even though they have a certain appointed time when it comes to Asian companies animating their stuff.
Unless you're Avatar.
Unless you're Avatar? I don't know, man. We kind of waited a while. We did wait a while between season 2 and 3.
We waited a while.
Yeah,
we got in the meantime, we got like they were trying to make a movie, so it's like they put the other stuff on hold because they were trying to make a movie and develop a studio and all this stuff, and then they got shafted by Netflix, which is a whole nother conversation. But I fully do see your point with that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this goddamn. I also wanted to mention, because it's Black History Month still, the character. Hold on, that wasn't. Cole North, the big fucking black ass cop that beats the shit out of Daredevil in the beginning of the arc. I'm pretty sure I saw him at the beginning of the trailer. They showed a random black cop. And I was like, you wouldn't just show him for no reason. He's going to be Cole North. He's going to fuck shit up. And I can't wait.
Yeah.
Cole North?
His name is Cole North. He's like, I think he got transferred from like Chicago or something.
That sound like a nigga. It's not like a nigga that rap low key.
Well, he looked like a nigga that beats up the rappers. Bro, he was big as hell. I don't even know if they can cast a person like that, because he was like 6'4" or whatever, and he didn't really have any martial arts training. He was just so much stronger than Daredevil. He beat the shit out of him in public. Yeah,
he's what cops see in their mind when they see a 13-year-old black child.
100%.
They see
100%.
But yeah, okay. I'm excited for it. Like, I still have my reservations about Marvel TV shows not doing a goddamn thing for the canon, but I like Daredevil. The hallway fight scene. I love a good hallway fight scene. You give me a good hallway fight scene, you have credit for at least 2 more projects.
Yeah, he breaking bones in this one, man.
Yeah, really.
We're gonna see.
Olna and the Radius. He's gonna need physical therapy.
Yeah. And regular therapy.
Dez, I want you to really lead off on this next one, the Fire Force trailer, bro.
Fire Force trailer, man. Listen, April is coming really soon. I cannot fucking wait for this season. It has to go back to where it was, because it's been like what, 5-6 years since we got, maybe 4 or 5.
Damn, it's been that long, bro.
It's been a while.
Holy shit.
But yeah, this Fire Force season. We picked off for Shinra and Arthur. They have historical strength from Captain Waka Flocka. I forgot Benori.
Yeah,
I forgot how to say his
Maru.
name. I always call him Waka Flocka, but
Waka Flocka.
yeah, he teaches them his hysterical. They call him Waka.
They call him Waka.
Yeah. Anyway, they have hysterical strength. It's going to be the rescue Obi arc, and in the preview in the trailer, you see Dragon. That's all I'm gonna say with that. Arthur Dragon. Put 1 and 2 together. You're gonna get some fan service. I can't wait for the season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the captain of what do you call it? Fire Force Chapter 1? Chapter 1? Bruh.
Yeah. Burns.
Yeah. About to wreck shit.
Real nigga.
No, really though.
Yeah.
I kind of feel sorry for Shinra because shit about to get wicked for him.
Yeah. I have my opinions on Fire Force.
Tell me.
Speak freely.
Yeah.
So, some of the fights in Fire Force, 10 out of 10. Amazing.
So
fire fights, no pun intended.
Literally.
It's the fan service for me, dog.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You're a Tamaki hater, aren't you?
There's a literal cat girl.
Yeah,
Literally.
Here
her
we go.
power is getting her clothes blown off.
It is.
Dog. The show, I remember I was watching it at work one time, and it was when they were like in the basement and they were going to, this is when Shinra was fighting Show. And they were like all trying to like march through the basement to go through, and it was like
that's Juggernaut.
Yeah, it was like her and like the big dude, and her fucking clothes got blown off, and I was like, "What?" I'm watching it at work on the work computer. I had to turn it off.
Yeah.
My boss walked by behind me as that part was happening. I was like, "It's not what it looks like. I swear, it's just anime."
I will say the ridiculous amount of like titties and ass sometimes. It's like I'm kind of over that in anime. Yeah. I know it's a cultural thing. Whatever, but
it's not after a certain.
It's always a gag character.
It doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah,
yeah. She's like she's a child.
Yeah, she's
They're all children.
That's not good.
How is that?
I'm just saying. Like most of the animes that have that element in there, they're all children too, though.
Yeah, but an adult is writing it.
A grown ass man. Do you not remember when a mangaka of fucking My Hero drew the invisible girl? And
that was crazy.
Bad as dog. She's in high school. She's a child. And he was like, yeah, this thing that nobody asked for, guess what?
Yeah. Made her naked, thick and naked. Like, bro.
That's why she's invisible. You gotta hide all that, you know?
Yeah, but that just means she walking around with her fucking shit going like this all the time. Like, what?
That's really why you don't like Fire Force, though? That's crazy.
Yeah, that dog, I can't get over the fan service. It's the same reason, like, watch the first episode of Soul Leader.
I'm pretty sure you tried to put me on Fairy Tail. I don't want to hear that shit.
Nope, because I didn't watch Fairy Tail either.
Okay.
Fairy Tail, in my opinion, Fairy Tail is ass. It's the worst out of like all the new gen of what was the new gen what came out of the big three. Fairy Tail is an ass baskets.
I actually like the 100-year quest.
I never watched it. I can't talk about the.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know why you didn't watch it because it was ass baskets.
Nah, I watched like 200 episodes of Fairy Tail. No bullshit.
There you go.
So what like class would you put Fairy Tail in? It's in the same class as like I'm talking classes in like year it came out was what?
Bro, it came out. I don't know. Let's look that up. That's why we have the internet.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure it's part of that same like class that
it's got like a 2-part, like a Naruto, like a part 1, part 2. So it's probably in that class.
So the manga came out 2006, which is like 5 years after Naruto came out. The anime came out 2011.
Oh yeah, that's newer. The first Fairy Tail came out in 2011.
Well, the anime.
First so episode date September 30th, 2011. Full Metal Alchemist technically only got done right 2010, 2011.
Brotherhood doesn't count this conversation.
Brotherhood is what I'm talking about. That's 2010, 11, right?
Yeah, but I mean like in terms of like that type of shonen manga that came out around that time, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, a lot of the things.
Feel them shits is goated. What you want them to do? Like,
yeah, I said they are, but a lot of things that came immediately after are shallow interpretations of that.
Well, now we're just comparing shonen to Kodansha. Like that, I mean, one was always more popping than the other in the mainstream of anime, I think.
That's not my fault. It's still ass. It's not my fault. It's ass. I'm just saying. I'm just relaying the point. It's ass baskets. It's baskets of ass, and that's okay.
You
Some people like baskets of ass. Some people like it.
Tamaki. I mean, I'm sure that's still going to be a thing, but
son, she's a literal cat girl. Her powers are to turn into a cat and get her clothes blown off. She's like 12.
There's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I'm never gonna like that. Like even when, bro, I'm sure when I was like 12 or 11, I was probably like, oh, this is awesome. But like I remember feeling like this was kind of annoying at like 17. And now I'm like in my 30s, it's like, all right. I mean,
and what's crazy is the fights are so good.
So it wasn't Fairy Tail, right? The one that you can't talk because you like fucking 7 Deadly Sins. Meliodas is fucking crazy. He's
a person.
No. Elizabeth.
I stopped watching 7 Deadly Sins because of the animation and the fact that when it came out, when the big twist was revealed, and he was like, "Yeah, I've cared for you since you were a baby, and I waited till you grew up." Nigga, what? What? Yeah.
The groom.
Yeah. So, all right. So, real quick, paraphrasing. One of the overarching plots is that Meliodas and I forget her name is Liz or Elizabeth or whatever. He's immortal. Every time she dies, she reincarnates into a new body, new form, or whatever, and he's destined to find her. This one time, he found her when she was a baby and became her caretaker, which, mind you, he's immortal, so he knows who she is, and the fact that she's going to fall in love with him because that's the curse, that she always falls in love with him, and he waited around to be her protector and her, like, number 2 confidant in the kingdom for her to grow up. Waiting for that point so they could fall in love with each other. And then the whole time, he's like super pervy to her the whole time. It's fucking weird, dog. I get it.
Bond shit was a little bit more weird than that.
Bond is immortal. Bond, like 700 years old. The fairy girl that he falls in love with has the body of a 12-year-old.
Crazy.
And not even like Horikoshi, the invisible girl, 12-year-old, like double caked up or whatever. Like a literal 12-year-old, dog.
Yeah. The more we talk about it, the more gross this feels.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The shit weird. The shit weird, dog. But I said all that to say, Fire Force has a literal fucking cat girl. I'm good. I watched the fights on YouTube, but like,
no, there's gonna be plenty of those this season.
Yeah, I'm sure there will. And in the fight where she gets her clothes blown off, I'm gonna skip.
So whatever fight she's in. So
and you know what's crazy? This is the last thing I'm gonna say.
Like,
there is other women characters in the show that doesn't happen with. Like the other girl who controls the gauntlets. I'm talking the joint that controls the gauntlets. She gets busy. And she's in a tank top and she's dressed appropriately for a fight. And she's a fucking adult.
Yes.
So it's possible. He's just like, you know what? Fucking we ball.
Yeah, she was in the military.
So
no, I'm just saying she's an adult. Like she by her action.
Yeah, so you could do it. You could write.
They just don't want to. It's weird. We're looking at it like Americans because we're American.
Yeah.
Over there, there was a period of time where like you didn't necessarily go to jail for having sex with a 13-year-old. Like there was gray areas in certain parts of Japan.
Yeah,
that's a fact. I think that's been rescinded recently, but that's a fact. That's why the creator Rurouni Kenshin got in trouble.
Yeah, I already had going with that.
There was a period of time where you were allowed to have child porn, and it was allowed, but like wherever part of Japan he was from, they're like, "Yo, you can't have it anymore. Throw it out, dispose of it." Da, 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 da.
He was like, "No."
Yeah,
terabytes, bro.
Yeah,
crazy.
He had so much that when they raided him, like they had to do something. So he I forget what legal action they had to take, but it wasn't like they had to do something. It was like too much.
You know how much space, son, having to fucking Diddy of like CP is crazy.
Shit.
Gangster, but whatever.
No, they ain't gangster.
I mean, in like the worst ways, like that is the worst thing you could possibly fucking do, dog.
No.
Terabyte, you know how much a terabyte is? How much space a terabyte is?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's not multiple. What was you doing? Where did you get it from? What's happening?
I don't know if y'all were like really like in a manga at this period of time, but I was deep in the manga when the news broke. I remember people trying to like cop pleas for him. And I don't know. Listen, as much as I like anime, that part of their culture, I'm never gonna rock with. Like,
there's nothing you can make that's that good that grants you that amount of social currency.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing you can make.
You can't have thousands of images of children getting fucked and me be like,
yeah,
he draws a good sword fight.
Yeah, he made a Rurouni Kenshin. Fuck him. He made Graduation. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. But I mean, even in like the manga and comic industry, it is arguably like not like like a toxic environment.
No,
as a whole.
That's a perfect transition, actually.
It is a perfect transition to the next topic. Listen, one of the directors of Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, came out and really talked about how toxic and fucked up the work environment is in the animation industry for Japan. I'm gonna pull up a couple quotes, but the general gist is just how like toxic and messed up and the amount of crazy work hours. Like we've all heard about how these people work like 15 hours a day, really don't get much sleep, and work for basically like $8 an hour, right? Here's what one person said. Here's what the person said. On average, those working in the anime industry were working 219 hours per month.
Jesus.
Well above the Japanese national average of 162.3 hours per month. So clock that in already. So we're talking about over 50 hours already. Boom. The maximum reported was 336 hours per month.
God damn.
In comparison, Americans work for roughly 176 hours per month on average. Out of everyone who responded, over 70% reported working more than 8 hours per week, and 60% said they had 6 days off per month on average. The sound department had it worst of it all, with about 40% working over 12 hours a day.
It sounds like Fire Force to me. They got the best sound department.
They do have the best sound. them niggas slaving over there, boy.
It's crazy. It's like I get it, because again, that's got to be like the number one product coming out of Japan.
I don't know that for sure, but I would assume it's up there. I would assume it's up there.
Well, I guess we can hold on. Let's ask Google.
I know merchandise is big for them out there. You know, don't forget this is a company that makes like PlayStation and things like that.
Yeah, that's true, and Nintendo.
Nintendo, and they make Pokemon.
Printing money. Yeah, that is the 29th anniversary of Red and Green today. Actually,
nice. I don't want to go over this though because like we all love anime here. I think it's really fucked up. We keep having these same problems because we've heard about this for decades, and it seems like it's getting worse. Like less and less people are becoming animators because they keep hearing more and more about these problems. And like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't matter how much I like to draw. I'm not finna slave away for like $8 an hour and then just be completely disposable. I'm gonna get into another industry.
What is the solution for this?
Hold on, real quick. The Japanese anime industry generated a record $22 billion in 2023, with overseas surpassing local takings.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Highest number on record, 14% increase from 2022.
Listen, pandemic had niggas in the house watching a whole bunch of shit they ain't never watched before, boy.
Yeah, but that's crazy. To answer your question, the solution would be to hire more animators.
Oh, but like the IPs are the one that are getting all this money and profit, but the people who make the work, they're not the ones getting any of that money. So that's the solution that I'm trying to like get. You bringing in more animators isn't getting them more of the profit of the work that they're trying to put out.
Well, the profit doesn't matter. If a person's working 50 hours a week, it doesn't matter how much money you're making. You're still working 50 hours a week.
I also feel like Desmond is onto something because these culturally, shout out to anime. I love anime, but culturally, the Japanese take so much stock and pride in just working ridiculously hard that they take advantage of people that don't want to disgrace, their community, disgrace people around them by arguably not trying to work that hard with that insane standard. I don't know if you guys remember, but when Jujutsu Kaisen was coming out, this most recent season, people were literally breaking down and going on Twitter and saying this shit is hell. Like, I haven't been home in days. I've been animating forever. And you know what happened? The company swooped down on them niggas and said, if you talk again, you'll be fired and never work in this company again. And then, bro, I'm telling you, like, some of these people turned all the way around on their tweets and said, I love it here type shit. Like,
there is no war in Bossing Say.
For real.
Yeah, pretty much that. No,
like, they're taking advantage of the fact that, like, their culture promotes hard work. And that until that cultural problem gets fixed, until they're not just like trying to be, I don't know how to say this properly, but like try to just be homogenous as possible when it comes to work culture, the shit isn't going to change, bro. They have to stand up for themselves. They have to.
Yeah.
Because like with NBA and NFL, like they're getting record breaking, however much more money. But whenever the players ask for that contract, like, nah, I need more of the shit that you're making off me. Like, you're not about to slave me and then make money off me and then not give me none of that money. That's not how that works.
But that's a very American mindset of you're gonna pay me what I'm worth, or else I'll get the fuck out. And that's unions. Unions are like, I don't know if they're wholly an American idea. I need to do more research on it. But I know unions in America, that's why they're there, is to prevent overwork. Yeah. And I don't know if there is a union in the anime and the manga industry. I have no idea, but that would be something to at least look into to see if it exists already. I don't think it does, given the conditions.
Yeah.
Or even like some studios, like they may not hire you if you are a union writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking it up right now. There is no formal union for Japanese animators. So, yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, basically. Because like as long as these studios print money, the conditions won't get any better. I don't know if y'all know about the fucking suicide nest that was outside of Foxconn, which is a place that they create iPhones, like they build iPhones essentially, and it was like suicide nets outside of Foxconn because the conditions were so bad.
I'm pretty sure, don't want to conflate the two. I'm pretty sure that's China, but same mindset.
That is China, yes, that is China. But I mean like the context of having such terrible work conditions that you don't really have another option. And then you try and say something and instantly get suppressed.
For sure. Yeah.
So real quick, just a thought. Because of like that's how Japan sees it, right? In my idea, because solo leveling is so fucking popular and that's like getting in the way, like, hey, a manga, like a Korean anime is getting the same amount of attention, if not more,
Korean manga
than Japanese anime. So like, would that type of like competitiveness make Japanese people want to say, yeah, maybe we should, honor our workers and try to. Does that not sound like?
Well, Solo Leveling is made by a Japanese studio, right?
I'm pretty sure that. Here's the thing though. Even if it is, I'm looking that up right now. Even if it is, bro, a lot of these companies are Japanese studios, and then like have people in China, people in Korea animated. Like they're all in on the game.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Fog Hill, the 5 Elements?
No.
I believe it's Chinese. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, that's exactly who I expect to treat people fairly, the Chinese.
So Fog Hill, the 5 Elements is.
So you're saying, Justin, because they're in bed with each other, that it doesn't matter how successful solo leveling is. The levels of
it's not necessarily that they're in bed with each other. It's just that they know the game. So
I would say they're in bed with each other.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I would say they're in bed with each other. They use each other's people. They exploit each other's people. Like,
yeah. So Fog Hill, the 5 Elements is a Chinese anime. I don't know. It's a different name over there, but it is like an anime. Some of the best fight scenes you'll ever fucking see. Like,
it's already out?
Yeah. 2 seasons are out, I believe. But it is some of the best fights you will ever see, period.
Okay.
Yeah. Fights are phenomenal, but it's the same thing with like overwork and stuff like that. Just because
so we're kind of lining back at the same thing here, like overworked, like people getting treated shittily, and I bring this up because of course it's like becoming a human rights issue, but also because the less people can work on animation, which has been a trend for the past like 15, 20 years, the less anime we're going to get, and things keep getting delayed and things keep getting fucked up because of that. Like, do y'all remember? So Seven Deadly Sins is a prime example. Like, they just couldn't get enough animators. They didn't have enough time to have the animators do the correct thing, and it fucking killed the series.
Yeah, that was such a bad fumble. Like, man.
So bad. But that in Blue Lock, same thing.
Blue Lock. We're seeing like cut screen animations and shit. Like,
moving JPEGs,
bro. It's bad. Like, I feel bad for these people because, like, I'm sure a lot of them had the same passion we did for some of this stuff. And they got into it, paid good money to become animators, and then they find themselves in a dead-end job where they're working 50, 60 hours a week and really not getting by. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Shit, even you just writing the manga is harsh conditions. Like, weekly shit is crazy. That's why Black Clover is monthly or bi, whatever the fuck it is now. Like,
whatever it is. And he earned that. I don't care. Take as long as you need, bro.
That grind is crazy. I don't even know how One Piece, I don't know how he does that. That's why it's really the goal.
He has a team.
It's still hard. It's still hard, but he has a team.
Yeah. Mangaka that try and take it on all themselves is how we get hiatus. So
100%.
Yeah,
that's your favorite right there.
By the way, Solo Leveling is it's animated by A1 Pictures, which is stationed in Japan. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to culturally come together because it's going to hit a tipping point. They're going to lose some type of money when all these people are animators say no. They're already outsourcing some animation to like Americans essentially, and I think for free. Do y'all remember Black Clover?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we were just talking about the. Do you remember the fight where
the Dark Triad?
Where Asta and the captain are fighting one of the Triad dudes, the one that becomes giant with the 4 swords.
Yeah, the skeleton nigga.
Bro, do you know that when that fight came out, that a whole bunch of people on Twitter, like American regular niggas, were like, "Hey, I helped animate this." And it was like, "What?
That's random, but
that's a good fight." They're outsourcing the work because they literally don't have enough fucking people anymore. They're getting regular niggas, regular people who may or may not have animation degrees to just figure this shit out. And by the way, I think the fight came out great, and shout out to all the
people. 10 out of 10. You couldn't even tell.
Yeah, but that's a crazy sign. And that was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, on that. We've been waiting for Black Clover for a while now, just the same as Fire Force. It's been a while for both.
They ain't never gonna finish Black Clover.
No, I mean, but Bleach got finished, so anything's possible.
There you go.
Except for Berserk, but
Berserk is, we know that this is different.
And hiatus. But continue.
Well, one's dead. One is just no longer living. But you know, fair comparison, I guess.
Okay, Justin, you want to bring us home?
Man, shout out to all those people. I hope that you guys stand up for yourselves, because as soon as you do, like, everyone else is going to ride for you, because we want to see the things that you create. So
anarchy
or restructuring, cool.
Same difference.
Anything you guys want to promote to end the podcast? Anything? Let's start with you, Phil.
Sakamoto Days.
There you go. Did you see the last episode?
I didn't see the last episode yet, but I'm catching up. I like Sakamoto Days. It is like, it's very much like what you expect of a slice of life. It's like if Saitama settled down and had like a wife, but was also John Wick at the same time.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's lighthearted. It's very brain rotty as I wait for a Spy Family to come back.
Real quick, this last episode was the backstory of the clairvoyant guy. Damn, I forgot his name. The dude who can read minds. It's more of his backstory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
What about you, bro?
He went to the Sev and found his wife and just say, you know what, I'm done, man. I'm no longer hit, man. Shout out to the Sev.
That's how I know she got that snapper, boy.
No, her shit clapping quicker than he did with the gun. I'm trying to tell you.
Like I said earlier, it's the 29th anniversary of Pokemon, so I'm gonna promote Pokemon Horizons. Good for adults, kids, meet wherever. There's no more Ash, so get over that. It's about time that he's not there anymore. Anyway,
it's been 30 years, right?
Yeah,
he Ash 48 going on 50
for real. But Pokemon Horizons, it's wholesome as fuck. And the starters of it, they picked the best 3 for it in general.
I have got to promote Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh,
is that Craven?
Yes, it sure enough is.
The motherfucking hunter.
Listen, it plays with everything I want to see Spider-Man do. Plus, he really has a family, and it comes to a head this issue, and it had me scared for my life because I thought about my own. Great book, great art. Hickman's on a goddamn tear.
As always. Was he never not on a tear? It's
a conversation about whether or not Ultimate Invasion was good. People
they need to let that man write movies. They just need to give him, here you go, do the thing. It's going to print money.
As a person that liked Ultimate Invasion, I would totally agree with you.
He don't miss.
To me.
So I do have a question with Ultimate Spider-Man too. Him and Osborn, like, are they going to keep teaming? Is there never going to be a heel turn? Like, what is?
You got to read the book, dog.
What's going on? Nah, I mean,
no. You have to read it.
No, yeah. Marvel Unlimited is backed up, so where I'm in is nowhere near close to where Justin is, though.
Got you. We're gonna put a pin in this conversation, and when you catch up, we will pick up.
In 3 months, you'll be caught up to the issue that I'm at. We'll talk about that.
Are they not still teaming together? Yes or no?
You gotta. We'll find you a way to read it, Desmond.
I can say this much: this issue, they were definitely teamed together.
All right, I'm gonna go to.
Yo, you ain't shit, yo.
Hey, no, let him cook. I'm gonna go to a comic store.
Because
if you know, y'all. Issue 14.
You ain't shit. Oh my God. Yeah, just
hate and don't hate again. Right. Part two, man.
All right, y'all. That's been the episode. Appreciate y'all. Comment below. What do you want us to watch? What do you want us to see? Be easy.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace. Nigga.